Coming up to the base, you can see you have a shop front with the view into the front airlock with a shotgun trap stopping anyone from trying to go deep. Coming to the secondary airlock, you can see we have a depot box and extra storage area right here and 3 furnaces right here. Coming through the stability bunker drop down, you can come into the main core right here. We have 2 full loot rooms, the TC, 2 furnaces, a tier 3, and a research table. When you're ready to get off for the night, you come through here, place your twig like this, place the floor right here, upgrade that to sheet, and you're ready to log off. Any raiders that try to come through these front doors will immediately be greeted by just a solid floor, and to get anywhere into the core they have to blow 8 rockets through the sheet metal to get into the rest of the base. Along with the garage doors and Honeycomb, it makes this base extremely strong and able to support a full team throughout a whole wipe. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build my new console bunker base. Now this base takes advantage of the stability bunker that works in console and PC Rust, and I'm kind of going to step by step walk you through on how to build this base and how it kind of works and the advantages of using it compared to just a normal base. Now to start, I'm going to show you guys how to build just a quick starter, and you can put this down 5 minutes into wipe and it will hold you down for just enough time for you to get more materials to expand. Now the first thing you want to do is put down a triangle about as low as you can into the ground. These are going to be your 2 low triangles, and everything else is going to be built up above these 2 like this. Now on one side you're going to have 2 triangles like this, 2 squares, and 3 more triangles on the end like that. You should be left with a build that looks just like this. And next you want to box in this side right here like this, and you can add a door right here. Finally, you can place your TC right here and put a roof on. Now this is your base for now, but of course you want to get another door on as soon as possible just so you don't accidentally get deep down. Now what we're going to try to do to expand this is to add walls around like this, a frame here, and a double door. You now have an airlock, and it is 2 doors to get to the tool cupboard. Now at this point, if you want to expand a little bit more and add another door, you can do that just like this. And now you have your started base. Now for now, inside of this space you can put furnaces or whatever you need to kind of get your wipe going. Once you get a workbench, a tier 1, a 2, and then 3, eventually you can put it right here. You can add a small box underneath the tier 2 and 3 for a little bit more storage. Now if you're wondering what you want to do with this area, is you want to add a shelf like this, add a window frame right here, and add another shelf right here. Fill the rest of the slots up with door frames. And now we're going to make a hyper efficient loot room. Now to do this, you got to place a box on the left with a barbecue, making sure the top opens to the right, just like this, not like this. Put that down. Put your next box right here, and you can place a small box in the middle. Now this can be a little tricky, so you might need to try it a few times, but it should work eventually. Now you can repeat the same thing on the top. And then you can add small boxes just like this on each side, and then down here as well. You probably want to leave this side open so you can crouch under and reach the TC easily. And then once you have the BP, you can add a garage door right here. You may need to pick up these small boxes because they do get in the way sometimes. Just place them back afterwards. Just like that. Now of course you're not going to have the garage door right away into wipe, but this is just whenever you get one you can put it down. Next you're going to repeat the same thing, but put boxes in this loot room. It's a little bit different, but you should be able to figure it out. You want to try to place these as far back as you can. Just like that. And then you can once again place your garage door right here and here. Once you get a research table, you can try to put it right here. It's not going to be perfect. Then you can place a large box under that. That placement was bad. Can be a little tricky to get this one right. Just like that. And then finally, you can line up a bunch of small boxes, just like this. This one's very hard to get right, but as you can see, it's not impossible. Just like that, now you have a bunch of loot room. You can reach all of them relatively easily. Honestly, if you want to, you can add another small box here. I would prefer to put a campfire here. You can also add campfires right here, there. If you got yourself a bear rug, you can put it on the ceiling like this. And of course, your sleeping bags would go right here. You can fit 3 in the core fairly easily. And if you need to have more, you can fit them outside the core once we expand. Now, speaking of expansion, we're going to do that right now, actually. Putting these foundations like this. And then 3 more like that. Now, this is going to be the main core layout of your base. The rest, everything else here is going to be honeycomb. Now, if you're wondering what this area is right here, this is going to be where the stability bunker is. Now, to kind of lay this out for the future, we're going to put a half wall and then a full wall like this. So now you can jump underneath right here. And I will show you how the bunker works at the end of the video. Now from here, we're going to add a triangle on each side like this. And wall those both in. You can add a doorway right here and a wall right here. And now we're going to make our airlock and main entrance. You can put a wall frame with a shot front right in the center. A wall. And a doorway right here, and a doorway right here. On the top, you can see we're going to have a main door right here, and then a secondary airlock right here to stop anyone from trying to go deep. Now, at this configuration, it's really hard to get deep down just because you have this first door right here, and then another door that makes an airlock. So it's pretty hard. You have to mess up pretty badly to get deep down. Now, what I like to do is right here, add a shelf where you can put some more large boxes just for a little bit of extra storage, and they also act as kind of like a depot box. Optional, you can also add a garage door on the edge of this just to make it slightly more expensive to get all your loot. And if you're wondering where the furnaces go, they can go right here. You can finally cover that up, and all of this, and you have the base pretty much completed. You can also replace these double doors with garage doors. And the core and all that is pretty much done. Now at this point, the only thing that's missing is the honeycomb and all the upgrades to the core. Now to start, we're going to go on the outside and upgrade everything to metal. Except for this square on the outside and this triangle right here. The reason we're having this HQM is because this is the main loot room and the TC. Also going to go around on the back and armor the sides and the top. Now with that done, you can go and sheet metal everything that's left in the core that's still stone, just like this. Now coming into the entrance room, you want to upgrade these foundations and this wall to sheet metal. And then you also want to upgrade this wall to armor. Also want to upgrade this wall to sheet metal inside the core. And this wall right here, you want to upgrade to sheet metal along with this floor tile. Now with that done, we need to honeycomb the base. It's very simple. You want to have triangles around the whole thing like this. Then you add walls. And triangle roofs. You also need to place half walls around the top like this to honeycomb the roof. And now the base is complete. On the outside of the base, you can see that it actually looks really small, kind of like a 2x2 or something like that, and seems relatively cheap to raid. In total, it takes a minimum of 19 rockets, and usually it's going to take over 20 unless you go straight to TC. Now once you're ready to log off, you can close your garage doors, place your window frame right in front of the TC, and then come down into here. Now what you're going to do is place a half wall with the soft side facing inwards, keep that twig. And then you place a floor triangle right here and upgrade that to sheet metal. You can throw your rest of materials inside one of these boxes, shut this garage door, and you're ready to log off for the night. Now when you wake up in the morning, you want to spawn on one of your bags in here. You'd open your garage doors to check if you got raided. Now come into here, simply shoot out or break the twig. That floor will break because of the stability. And you are ready to continue your wipe, hopefully unrated. Now of course you could very easily optimize this base for what you want. If you'd like to have a shooting floor or a second story, you can always put a jump up right here. And instead of honeycombing the top, you could just have your second floor. It's very easy to add a shooting floor to this, and it can be optimized to whatever you really need for your wipe. Overall, this is one of my favorite bases I've made so far on this channel. It's really easy, really simple, and can kind of take you through an entire wipe, especially as a solo, duo, or trio. Having the upkeep be extremely low at 2,700 stone, 22 high quality, and 800 metal frags. For that cost and being 19 rockets and having basically 3 full loot rooms, it's definitely a base you should consider building in your next wipe. Working for console rust and PC rust, it's pretty nice, and I would recommend it to any beginner or even advanced player. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you found this helpful. If you did, consider liking or subscribing, and with that, I will see you guys in the next video.